What's happening, Chief?
It's a phrase that's etched into the minds of 90s TV enthusiasts everywhere, and it's a line that made Tracy Morgan a household name. But before he was Hustle Man on Martin, Tracy Morgan was just a kid from the Bronx, New York, trying to make it in the world of comedy. And let's be real, growing up in the Bronx is no joke, pun intended. But Tracy had a natural talent for making people laugh, and he used that talent to escape the harsh realities of the inner city. After cutting his teeth on the stand-up comedy circuit, Tracy landed a gig on Saturday Night Live in the mid-90s. It was there that he honed his craft and developed a loyal fan base with his hilarious impressions and characters. But his role as Hustle Man on the hit show Martin didn't solidify Tracy as a comedy heavyweight. After Martin ended, Tracy continued to make waves in the entertainment industry. He starred in films like The Longest Yard and Cop Out, and had memorable guest appearances on shows like 30 Rock and Broad City. So, what's happening, Chief? Well, it looks like Tracy Morgan is still making us laugh and entertaining audiences all over the world, and for that, we are forever grateful. Tracy Morgan's journey to becoming a successful comedian and actor wasn't always easy. In fact, it was filled with its fair share of ups and downs. Growing up in the Bronx, Tracy had a rough start in life. As a young kid, he was often teased and bullied for his lisp, which made him an easy target for his classmates. But instead of letting those experiences bring him down, Tracy used them as fuel to pursue his dream of becoming a comedian. And let's be real, the Bronx is no easy place to grow up. It's a tough neighborhood, and Tracy had to fight tooth and nail to survive. But he never let that hold him back. With his quick wit and natural talent for making people laugh, he was able to rise above the chaos and find his place in the world. After honing his craft on the stand-up comedy circuit, Tracy landed a gig on Saturday Night Live in the mid-90s. It was there that he really started to make a name for himself, with his hilarious impressions and memorable character. But it wasn't all smooth sailing for Tracy on SNL. Like any aspiring comedian, he had his fair share of setbacks. There were sketches that bombed, characters that didn't catch on, and the constant pressure to deliver laughs every week. In addition to his successful run on SNL, Tracy also made a splash in the world of film and television. With all his success, Tracy never forgot where he came from. He remained humble and down to earth, always remembering the tough times that shaped him into the comedian and actor he is today. Tracy Morgan's breakout role as Tracy Jordan was a game changer for his career. Not only did it solidify him as a comedy heavyweight, but it also introduced him to a whole new generation of fans. For those unfamiliar with the show, 30 Rock was a comedy about the behind-the-scenes happenings at a fictional sketch comedy series called The Girly Show. Tracy played the role of Tracy Jordan, a wildly successful but unpredictable actor who was always causing chaos on set. From his outrageous antics to his larger-than-life personality, Tracy Jordan quickly became a fan favorite. And let's be real, who doesn't love a good diva character? But playing Tracy Jordan wasn't always easy for Tracy Morgan. In fact, it often required him to tap into some of his own personal experiences. For example, Tracy Jordan's battles with addiction were inspired by Tracy Morgan's own history of substance abuse. And while it was a comedy, it often tackled some heavy themes and issues. Tracy brought his trademark wit and humor to the role, and his performances on the show were nothing short of hilarious. But it wasn't just Tracy's talent as an actor that made it a success. The show's talented writing team, led by Tina Fey, created a smart and hilarious script that kept audiences coming back for more. And let's not forget about the rest of the talented cast, which included Alec Baldwin, Jane Krakowski, and Jack McBrayer, among others. Overall, 30 Rock was a critical and commercial success, and it helped to cement Tracy Morgan's place in the pantheon of comedy greats. And even though the show has been off the air for a while now, its influence can still be felt in the world of television and comedy. Like many comedians, Tracy has struggled with substance abuse throughout his career, and he's been open about this in the past. It's not a topic that he takes lightly. In fact, Tracy has often used this as inspiration for his comedy. He's turned his personal experiences into hilarious anecdotes that have had audiences rolling on the floor with laughter. But despite his ability to find the humor in difficult situations, Tracy's internal issues have also had a significant impact on his personal life and relationships. It's not easy to balance a demanding career in the entertainment industry while having personal challenges to overcome, and Tracy has had to work hard to get his life back on track. He has remained determined and resilient. When in the face of adversity, he has worked hard to become a better person, and he's used his experiences to inspire others who may be facing something similar. Tracy Morgan had a near-fatal car accident in 2014, which was a major turning point in his career and personal life. It was a traumatic event that tested his strength and resilience, and is something that he's spoken about openly in the years since. For those unfamiliar with the accident, here's a quick rundown. In June 2014, Tracy was returning home from a stand-up comedy gig in Delaware when a Walmart truck crashed into his limo bus, killing one of his close friends and leaving Tracy with severe injuries. It was a devastating event that left Tracy fighting for his life. He suffered a traumatic brain injury, a broken leg, and several other injuries as a result of the crash. And while he eventually recovered from his physical injuries, the emotional and psychological toll of the accident was significant. But despite all he faced, Tracy remained determined to get back on stage and continue making people laugh. He knew that comedy was his calling, and he wasn't about to let a little thing like a near-fatal car accident stand in his way. And so, after months of recovery and rehabilitation, Tracy returned to the stage. He started performing stand-up comedy again and made appearances on television and film. And while he may have been a little rusty at first, it wasn't long before Tracy was back in top form, delivering laughs and making audiences everywhere happy. In fact, Tracy's traumatic event has been nothing short of inspiring. He's proven that no matter what life throws your way, it's possible to overcome adversity and come out on top. And while the accident was certainly a low point in Tracy's career, it's also something that he's been able to use as a source of inspiration and motivation. He's used his experiences to help others who may be facing similar challenges. And he's continued to spread joy and laughter through his work. Tracy Morgan's return to stand-up comedy and acting after his near-fatal car accident in 2014 was a testament to his resilience and determination. But it wasn't an easy road, and it required a lot of hard work and dedication to get back to where he was before the accident. Tracy remained focused on his goal of getting back on stage and making people laugh. He knew that comedy was his calling, and he wasn't about to let a little thing like a traumatic brain injury stand in his way. In fact, Tracy's return to comedy was met with great enthusiasm from fans and critics alike. People were excited to see him back on stage, and his performances were met with rave reviews. But Tracy's return to comedy wasn't just about getting laughs and entertaining audiences. It was also an opportunity for him to reflect on his journey and the lessons he's learned along the way. And through it all, Tracy has remained humble and down to earth. He's grateful for the opportunity to make people laugh and share his story with the world. And he's always quick to acknowledge the support and love he's received from his fans. And so, we come to the end of our journey through the story of Tracy Morgan's career and the things he's faced along the way. From his humble beginnings in the Bronx to his breakout role as Tracy Jordan on 30 Rock, Tracy has proven himself to be a comedy icon and a true survivor. Tracy has always managed to find the funny side of things. Whether it's his battle with addiction, his near-fatal car accident, or the challenges of returning to stand-up comedy and acting, Tracy has always managed to bring joy and laughter to his work. And if you've enjoyed this journey through Tracy's career and the lessons he's learned along the way, we encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments. Whether it's a favorite Tracy Morgan moment, a lesson you've taken away from his story, or just a simple, "What's happening, Chief?" we'd love to hear from you. So don't be shy. Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know what you think. And as always, thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Tracy Morgan. We can't wait to see what the future holds for this talented performer.